This project will pay you to be a cloud storage provider. All you need is a PC, the internet, and a hard drive to store data to run the Datakeeper node. They forecast that earnings could be up to $5,000 for 50 terabytes of storage. The project has a public team, and they have a free entry-level node that you can run on your mobile phone. You can register on a waitlist for the Datakeeper node today, but you'll need to hurry as prices are rising fast and there's only 260 nodes left at the current price. And make sure you stay till the end of the video, as alongside a tutorial on how to register on the waitlist, I'll talk about the potential earnings and I'll have an exclusive interview with a team member at Denet. In this video, I'll go over what the project is and what it's trying to achieve. I'll briefly review the free mobile app, the Watcher node, and the airdrop. I'll then talk about the Datakeeper nodes and what their function is. I'll then talk you through how you can register on the waitlist to lock in that price today. I'll also have some discounts for you. And then I'll talk through the potential earnings for this node, showing you the different revenue streams that you can get. And then lastly, I'll have that exclusive interview with the team member at Denet who might be dropping a little bit of alpha. I'll have all the timestamps in the description. Right, let's jump straight into this video. So let's jump into the Denet website so we can learn more about this project and what it's trying to achieve. And as we can see from the homepage, it is hoping to be the Depin storage layer for Web3. And they are focusing on enterprises, so these are businesses, whether they are in AI or healthcare or industry, as well as individuals as well. Because probably like myself, your phone's memory is probably completely full and you've probably maxed out your iCloud and your Google Photos allowance. Well, they're also targeting individuals for that reason as well. And this is not the only storage token that's available at the moment. You can see here that the total market cap for storage tokens is around $7.8 billion, with the largest token by market cap being Filecoin. And you might recognize others here like Flux and Storage. And Chia is also another project that utilizes decentralized storage. So what makes Denet a little bit different? Well, they're trying to meet the problems that they can see at the moment, including the storage problem, where decentralized storage are not able to meet the needs of Web3, the issue of data control and security. There's been a lot of leaks at the moment from centralized storage places, and that's because it's all in one place, unlike the Depin layer. And also the problem of price and overproduction. They're able to scale massively at a much lower price, which they're hoping will allow them to carve a space in this sector. And the way that it works is super simple. When a file is given to Denet, each file is divided into 1 megabyte chunks. That is then encrypted, it's then uploaded onto the node, and then that data is stored across multiple nodes, and many copies of that are made. The Watcher node monitor the quantity of these copies, and if required, they can create another replication. And the Datakeeper nodes, the ones that we have the opportunity to invest in later on in this video, generate the proof of data storage and actually store that data. And there's different ways in which you can gain a reward for that, so make sure you stay later on in the video because I'll break that down in detail. And the other thing about this project is that Denet is actually built on the Peak blockchain, and it's a project that is hoping to service all of the Depins that are on the Peak layer. Peak, of course, being a project that just launched its token recently that has a market cap of over $226 million. They are a public team. You can see their co-founder here, and they're also active on Twitter, on X, and also at public events. And later on in the video, I do have that interview with one of the team members, so make sure you listen to that because he breaks down the experience of the co-founders as well. The project also has a bunch of awesome investors, and they've got some impressive statistics with 14 million files already on the network and 3 million storage users and Watcher node users. And the project has different products in the ecosystem. So they have the Denet storage app. You can actually download this and use it today. It's built into the same app as the Watcher node. And then they have the Watcher node, which is a free app, and the Datakeeper node. So let me break down each of these super quickly. Now, the Watcher node is a totally free mobile-based node, and its function is just to monitor the network and check the quantities and the copies that are available. And if they find any inconsistencies, it can then trigger the duplication to be made. Now, I made a super detailed video on the Watcher node project, so you can just watch that because I'm not going to break that down here. But what I will say to you is that downloading this free app and upgrading the Watcher node is going to give you a huge airdrop, not just in the token, but also in the Peak token. But additionally, it's going to give you a discount on the Datakeeper node that we'll talk about in the next part of the video. And I'll have a link in the description that will actually give you 1,000 free tokens to kickstart your Watcher node journey. free. But let's have a look at the Datakeeper nodes. So the Datakeeper nodes are part of the project that are going to be responsible for storing user and business data. And as I mentioned previously, it's only going to store a small portion of that data. So if your node goes down, the users who are storing it have a copy elsewhere. The only person that will lose out is you, because you'll get less rewards because your node is unreliable. And the Datakeeper node is especially important with the impact of the AI boom, because AI has resulted in a large quantity of data that is needing to be stored, and the current solutions are super expensive and they are prone to data leaks. And Denet is really trying to position itself as the place to go to for meeting the demand of the AI boom. Now, these Datakeeper nodes are going to be super easy to run. You simply purchase the node, you receive an NFT, and then you download some software which is available on most operating systems. And the minimum spec requirements are super small. Of course, with the speed and the storage, the higher speed you have and the more storage you have, technically you're going to be providing a better service, so you should be earning more rewards. But we'll talk about that in the section when we talk about the potential earnings and how the earnings are broken down. Now, before I go through the different ways in which you'll earn for this project, as well as the potential earnings, let me quickly show you how you can reserve your spot for the Datakeeper node before the prices rise. And I will have some discount codes, as well as share some tips how to reduce this price overall. So the first thing you want to do is click my link in the description. That's going to take you to the node reservations page, and then you'll want to connect a MetaMask wallet. Now, the wallet that you connect, you're going to want to make sure that you have access to, because this is the wallet that your node is going to be reserved to. Now, the next thing you do is choose the number of nodes that you want to reserve. Now, there is a $100 reserve fee that is refundable, but this reserve is going to ensure that you lock in your node at this price as a minimum. But of course, there are further discounts that you can add to that later on. Choose the amount of nodes that you wish to reserve, click agree, and then press reserve. Once you do that, you'll be taken to this node reservation page, where step 1, you can choose which token you want to purchase in. The BNB is probably going to be the cheapest for you to purchase in, but you can go through any of these options. So I'm just going to choose Peak for this example. And then when you do that, it's going to give you an address and also an amount. You can copy and paste that into your wallet so that you don't make any mistakes. So once you've got these details, you'll want to go into your MetaMask wallet. Depending on which network you chose, you'll select the address, copy that, the amount, you'll copy that. It should take about a minute, and then you would have confirmed that reservation. Now, the next thing you want to do is to make sure that you get an additional discount on your node reservation. Now, I've got a bunch of these reserved here, but the next thing that you want to do is get a discount on your node reservation. You want to scroll down here where it says 5% discount. You simply enter that code here, and then you press send. That's going to add 5% discount on your overall price. But you can increase that discount by your usage of the Watcher node. The higher your stage on the Watcher node, the higher your discount is going to be. If you already have a Watcher node account, you're going to want to link this wallet to your Watcher node account. I'll show you how to do that here. You simply scroll down to where it says your discount for Datakeeper node, and underneath that, there's going to be a button here that says code generation. Press that button and it's going to generate a code. Copy that code and then head into your Watcher node account. Then you're going to want to jump into your Watcher node. At the bottom, you'll see connect account. Simply press that button and then paste the code that you've put here. Once you click connect, then that's going to connect your wallet address here directly to your Watcher node app. So that's going to ensure that you get your Watcher node reserves. As you can see, I'm on stage 30 for my Watcher node, which means that I'm potentially going to get one of the highest discounts. The cool news is you can still upgrade your Watcher node to lock in that discount. So just to confirm, you get a 5% discount that you added below, and then you get an additional discount based on your Watcher node progress. Here you'll get your final offer. Now this amount is rising every day, so you're going to want to lock in your reservation now so that this is the maximum you'll pay, and then your discounts will reduce that much further. Right, let me move into the next part of the video, which is trying to forecast the potential earnings for this project. So the way that you earn through this project is through two means. One is through token distribution. So you get 15% of the total Denet token supply. So you can see here from the tokenomics that there's a 20% for the community incentive and Watcher node, and the additional 50% for data keepers. And they've estimated that to be around $1,300 a year based on the projected token price. Of course, it could be more and it could be less. So this is going to happen regardless of your storage, as long as you stay online. The second way in which you can earn is the amount of data storage that you provide to the network. Now, this is assuming that you're going to get paid $100 per terabyte and that you're using all of your full capacity. But you can see here, depending on the amount of storage that you offer to the network, that could change the amount that you earn. Now, I need to give you a warning here. Now, this is dependent on the amount that you're getting paid per terabyte. If it's half of $100, of course, you'll get half that amount. And the second thing is this is expecting that the entire storage that you have is utilized. So this is not going to happen right away. Of course, this is going to happen gradually. But that's what you would do with these projects. You get in early, you dedicate your storage to the network, and you get those automatic rewards as well as those potentially higher rewards depending on how much you store and the amount that you can provide to the network. Now, if you do want to invest in an external storage because your current storage is quite low, there are a bunch of options that you can find on Amazon, and I'll put a link in the description if you want to have a browse on that. Remember, the easiest way to run these projects is going to be on a low-powered PC. I'm going to use my Fry Foundation PC, but you could also purchase some low-cost PCs yourself.
The good news is there's no limit to the number of nodes that you can run from one PC, and they're not limited to one IP address. So you could run as many nodes as you want from as little devices as you require, maximizing your earnings.
Right, just want to pause the video here. If you're taking value from this video or any of my other videos, it really means a lot to me if you could subscribe to the channel and also like the video. It helps the algorithm and also helps put Depin in front of more people. Right, let's get back to the video. Right, let's jump into the last part of the video, this exclusive interview with one of the team members at Denet. First of all, Daniel, thanks for taking time to take this interview. Why don't you start by telling me about yourself and then also other members of Denet?
I'm Daniel, I'm a partner at Denet, and I'm in charge of operations, kind of immersed in most of the processes, keeping all this picture together, and this is where I'm good at. And also we have our co-founders, it's Rafik and Dan. Rafik is our business co-founder. He's leading the conception, like strategy, and the team in general. I would say it's his superpower, and having more than 25 years of experience in management, he really knows how to create like really efficient teams, I would say, that are able to change the world in general. And you can track it by our results with Denet. This efficiency, it's 100% a merit of Rafik. And Dan is our technical genius and technical brain of everything that we built. 20 years of experience in programming, also like programming competitions, 12 years in launching startups. I know that Dan can kind of come up with efficient solution for absolutely anything, and this I'm 100% sure. So overall, our team is more on the, I would say, technical side, which is why we're seeing such a kind of strong success in technology first, with media recognition following naturally, I would say, rather than other way around. And that's where our team's real strength is.
That's awesome. Really glad to hear that you're a tech-first team. So why don't you tell me in a short explanation, what is Denet? What are you trying to achieve?
It's pretty easy. We just want to give data back to users. So like it was in Web 1, everything was stored locally on flash drives like personal HDDs and so on. In Web 2, data is stored data storage is always a matter of trust. And you literally have to hand over your data to someone else and they can do whatever they want with this data. And every day that trust is it's always misplaced. Data breaches happening kind of constantly. So far, it's already 18 billions of accounts worldwide have been leaked. So this number is huge and it keeps growing. In Web 3, you should be able to enjoy all the benefits of Web 2, like convenience, remote access, and so on. And at the same time, maintain the same level of privacy that you had in Web 1 world. So plus increased data safety due to kind of replications, I would say. And Denet is leading market towards this direction so that your data remain truly yours and stay secure.
Awesome. So you're a decentralized cloud storage, trying to combat some of the centralized problems that we have at the moment. So that's fantastic. So how does the AI boom impact Denet? Like, is it positive, negative? What's the benefit to you guys?
AI market generate kind of insane amount of data, and that is good. This is all the demand that we can utilize. And that's why the storage market is expected to reach $1 trillion USD by 2030. This is a huge number and huge demand. And also it requires high level of, I would say, security. And this is exactly what Denet is providing. And we also kind of really believe that this $1 trillion USD, it shouldn't flow to corporations. It also should flow to users through the sharing economy. So that's why Datakeeper Node is that easy to launch. And we also have, I would say, the other side of this question. All the data you store in centralized storages, it's analyzed by their AI models and used to kind of train them. People don't get like anything out of it. and they don't even know about this. Like in general, that the data is being used. In Denet allows keeping your data kind of 100% untouchable and even monetize it if you're okay to provide this data for private AI model training.
Yeah, thank you. So we've talked in the video about the Datakeeper nodes, and we also talk about the Watcher nodes as well. So what benefit will users get if they purchase a Datakeeper node?
So user just become about becoming a part of rapidly growing ecosystem and the storage market, and the growth is expected to be huge. So considering that the demand that we currently see from the B2B market, from the people that are waiting for our solution, also collaboration with Peak as a native storage for them. So in terms of the numbers, you can just check the calculator on our node sale page. And for each terabyte that you provide, you can potentially get 100 USD per year. So for 100 terabytes, it can be 10K. Besides this, we also have a token distribution. It's up to 15% of tokenomics. It's going to be distributed among all the data keepers. And this is some kind of an extra bonus in addition to the main utility job of the data keepers.
So users are going to earn a share in the revenue for providing this decentralized cloud storage. And what about the Watcher nodes? So people are utilizing Watcher nodes. What benefit can they get if they maintain one?
Watcher nodes are kind of data protectors in our ecosystem. This is something that makes Denet ecosystem, Denet network really unique. Every second, kind of millions of Watcher nodes, they monitor millions of files all over the world to make sure that every file have enough amount of copies. So and if amount of copies is reduced, they just ping Datakeeper Node, and Datakeeper Node immediately replicating this. So Watcher nodes are very important for our ecosystem. That's why based on the stage of the Watcher node, everyone will get like their discount for the Datakeeper node. So in general, that's why the reservation phase exists. During this phase, you can upgrade your node and get the best offer, like actual node sale phase.
Awesome. We're all about shared value here, and it's awesome to hear that users who can take part in the Watcher node, but also the Datakeeper licenses, are not only going to keep the project alive, provide utility for paying customers, but they're also going to earn an awesome reward as well. And I assume, like other projects, depending on the quality of connection and all these other things, they're going to have an impact on that. So my last question, what's on the roadmap for Denet? What are the plans for 2025, and what do we know about TGE?
So the plans are huge in general. After the node sale, we're going to be focusing on the protocol and products to transit and release it on the Peak blockchain. And then it's going to be the integration of our SDK directly into Peak SDK. After this, all the Depins and institutions of Peak, they'll have direct access to our Depin storage layer to decentralize and secure their data. And also after this, we're going to kind of connect many networks at the same time, just because we are kind of blockchain agnostic network, and having Peak as a native chain, we're going to be connecting to other top chains at the space, creating some kind of a huge data lake for the Web3, and also TGE. TGE we plan for this year. So the exact date, I think, we'll be able to communicate with you a little bit later. So that's why let's keep in touch, and it's going to be an amazing journey, guys.
Yeah, look forward to joining that with you, and definitely going to get a Datakeeper node. So I'll be following that and sharing that with the community. Daniel, thank you for giving me your time for this interview.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, man.
Right, that's it for this video. I hope you appreciated the content that I have here. If you like these types of Depin projects, why not check this one out here? All right, that's it from me. I'll catch you in the next video.